Over the last few months of Russell Kieran's long and difficult battle with dementia, his wife Dulcie kept a journal to help her make it through.
One day we were just talking and I asked him how he felt when he got frightened, and he said, "It's like a dark place." He said, "I get so confused," he said, "and it's just like a dark place."
They'd been together for 63 years, building their home in Albury, in southern New South Wales.
We had a really good life, yeah. We had our ups and downs like everybody, but we had a really marvellous life.
But about 6 years ago, Russell began to change.
We sort of didn't realise for a long time that he was that was dementia. He'd wander a lot, but then he got to the stage where he was quite abusive.
Which was right out of character for him.
Yeah, right out of character for Russell, because he wasn't an abusive person.
So Dulcie sent out an SOS to Catherine Buckley.
Catherine was the most amazing person. She helped me and many others. Whenever you needed advice, you could always ring Catherine up. And Catherine didn't only give you advice, she used to come and visit Russell. I really enjoyed Catherine's visits. I found that talking to Catherine was the most amazing thing. I had no one else to talk to. I had no one to depend on.
And how are you?
I'm really good, thanks.
Catherine Buckley is a rural and remote consultant working with the Dementia Behaviour Management Advisory Services, DBMAS, operated in New South Wales by Hammond Care.
So how have you been?
Oh, pretty good. I'm back dancing, and so which is good.
DBMAS is a national program funded by the Australian Government. Consultants like Catherine provide short-term clinical support for people who are demonstrating behavioural and psychological symptoms of dementia.
That over the phone information and advice and support is very helpful, but sometimes, you need that face-to-face contact. People need to make a connection with you, and when we're working with people with a diagnosis of dementia and their loved ones, it's really about working in partnership. So we're not working for the person, we're working with them.
Catherine is backed by Hammond Care's experience, expertise and research into dementia over more than 2 decades.
I think the carer needs as much care, but people don't seem to think about that. It's all about the patient.
Which is understandable,
Yeah.
but the carer is still there for this.
Yeah. Because the carer doesn't get any sleep, and that's when the Catherines come in handy. Because you can I used to ring Catherine up after I had a bad night, and some mornings, and have a chat. And
She meant a lot to you, didn't she?
yeah, and it was such a help.
It's when you head out of a regional town like Albury that you can really see another entire dimension to DBMAS. Jeanette Earth says it can be really distressing feeling the isolation of both being in need and out of town. Jeanette has been married to Blackie for 56 years. They'd lived life to the full, running a number of businesses. Blackie owned, trained and bred racehorses and was a top regional cricketer. Just over 10 years ago, he started to show signs of Alzheimer's disease, and after a couple of years, a diagnosis was confirmed. So what was it like for you?
Oh, I was devastated. I couldn't work out what was going on. I thought, this is quite strange. In the end, I wondered if it was me or him. It was really difficult.
And as the condition advanced, Blackie started to wander away from home. In a panic, Jeanette also got in touch with Catherine.
Well, she's been a wonderful support. Blackie has started to wander away a bit, and I got very distressed about that because one day I found him up on the 100k road and I was frightened he'd get run over. So I came in and rang Catherine up in, and she told me what to do, how to handle it, because I ring up in a bit of a state, and she sort of calms me down first, and then has helped me no end, really. Because you feel so alone and isolated when things like this happened.
We might refer on for other services to become involved, and particularly people that are living with this disease and supporting someone with the disease, it can be quite isolating. And so when you have that local ground knowledge of services that are available, we then, might link them in and provide them access and information about what's available.
And that's that photo when he won the Goulburn Cup. Yeah.
1996.
He was thrilled to bits.
Oh, that's excellent.
It's just sad that he's worked so hard and can't enjoy it.
You're all right, Liz Harry.
But you're still together.
Yes. Yeah, we're still together against all odds, as they say. Well, the past's not always that good, is it? I mean, it's a bit like the roses, it's a bit thorny at times. And you just sort of go with the flow.
You get off the phone and you feel, oh, thank God for Catherine, sort of thing.
You can keep going.
Yeah, and she didn't mind whenever I rang her, or you could ring her any time. And
What would it be like without her?
awful. In a word, awful. Yeah, because you had nobody. You had nobody.
You might get carers that will thank you for your help, but I really want to thank them because, what an honour and a privilege it is to be able to share their journey and again, give them the best care, that they so rightly deserve and the best quality of life.
I just believe you take one step at a time.
One day at a time.
One day at a time, leave it in God's hands, and what happens, happens. And with Catherine, I'll be able to cope.
I loved him. And I visited him every day when he was down in the home. Yeah. No, he's never lost the love. No. Yeah, we were married for all those years, so you can't push that aside, can you? So.